What's that?
I'm gonna put some rocks in it.
That sounds like a good plan.
Since we have a moment, I brought the reading and
Okay.
just because it was sitting there, so I don't know what you want to do with it, but it's here if you want it.
Can I see the addition? So that I'm not familiar with.
I just got it with the piano part, so that we have the piano part.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't even know if I still found it.
Oh, I think if you download it online.
Oh, then you just download this the first because it's the
Right.
file and not the piano part.
And I will listen to it on the
Right
way
here.
over here. She said it was pretty. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think it has enough frosting.
There you go. I'll move the stand a little bit because you're not as tall as Ciela. Are you? Okay. You can still go to stand. Okay. Maybe we'll take a look at this. Let's see what we have to do on the other stuff. Okay. Let's do our seasick tonalization with your new strings.
Ella in the movie. Can you tell?
She's in
Is it
the
good?
movie. Yep.
Yay! Thank you.
Good. Okay, so now,
I think I need to do even bow speed.
well, you can't play loud and soft and have even bow speed. What you could do is make sure that here, I'll borrow your violin. What you can do is make sure that it's gradual. Not all of, well, you know, it's all of a sudden changing, but like, like that. Right? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Try with a little looser hair. I loosened it already. And see if it's easier to grab the string. Gradual. Yeah, putting the beats in there helps a little bit. That's nice. Keep going. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Good. Okay, so that was nice. Let's do it that way where it's soft to loud, right? But the metronome, let's see what it's going to go. About 80. Equals 80, and then it's 4 beats per bow. And then, when you were talking about even bow speed, you fixed sort of sudden speed ups and sudden slowdowns, and then with the beat, you did a nice job of what I call pacing the bow speed change.
So you put the
Yes. Alright, do you want to try the other version where you start down bow and you're at the quiet moment? Here, let's do this with the metronome instead of with me. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to add one more thing. I'm going to use your violin to demonstrate so I can be sure what's possible. And so you can hear it. So now I'm going to practice quiet. But it's going to be, let's see, you're still going to lean a little bit so it's not fuzzy like this. Do you hear that? Try that. You don't have to use your whole bow on this one.
What?
You don't have to use your whole bow on this one because we have to really, in order for it to work, you have to slow down. So you lean a little bit, but you play quietly. Try leaning a little bit more, just for experimenting. There you go. Good. So you do one quiet one in there as well. All right, let's do Quinte Etudes, page 34. Where are you and I can read music? Do you know?
Let me check. I forgot. I'm at number 19 or something. Oh, I'm at
Did I show you the
20. So
slurs?
today I did 19, so now I'm on 20.
Did I show you how to do those slurs?
Yeah. They're twice and you add them together, so it's like 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's one way. Yes, but did I show you how? Well, here, bring it up. Bring it up. Alright. So,
It says half.
okay. Alright, so let's do this. This is how I like to do starting at lesson 19. When there's a slur, you do it first as if there's no slur. So it helps you really pay attention to what's in the slur. Okay? Alright, so first you say,
Time is 2 1/4 is 3 1/4.
okay, so first you say it. Use your beat. Say the rhythm.
So what?
So you say the rhythm before you play it. Do you remember that part?
1, 2, 3.
Well, okay. I thought I had showed this to you. Will you say the tas and the ts?
Oh.
Do you remember that? Have you not been doing that? No? Okay. Can we
But
make
we
sure
still,
we're doing that?
we are doing it, it's just we're also counting like 1 and 2 and 3.
Well,
We're doing both ways.
say, okay, but I want you to do the top. We use half notes and quarter notes, and we're learning how to read rhythms. The counting is a little bit challenging because you still say one, you say 1, 2 for 2 quarter notes or for a half note, so it doesn't really distinguish between the two.
So, like, if you add this all together, like, what would you say?
If we're saying tas and toes, I'll tell you what we'll say when we add it together. But first, let's do it where we don't add it together, okay? Where we pretend there's no slur, and you say the tas for the quarter notes and toe for the half notes. Okay?
Just say ta, ta.
From the beginning, though, of the first line.
Ta, 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 ta.
Okay, so now you play it like that. Ready, go. of toe, ta, you're going to say toe, o. And I like to emphasize for now the extra o. So you really pay attention to that, to how many beats you have in this. How many beats are in this?
2.
How many in this?
1.
2 plus 1 is?
3.
Good math. Alright, so start from the beginning and say it. Oh, you say it. You need to be saying this. We're practicing our brain before fingers. Okay, ready, go.
Ta, 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 oh, ta, 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 ta.
Ta. Took your eyes away too soon. Alright, so now play it. So you're going to say it, then you're going to play it. And if there's slurs, you do it one time without the slur and then one time with the slur. Okay? Okay. All right. Good. Now let's do quintations.
It was under my, I can read. What was that?
The ghost.
Ghost, I guess. Oh, the wind is blowing the door open and
The
close.
creaky door.
Because the outside door is open. And back. My house is
That's-
not actually haunted, just so you know. I checked first.
You know, you have those little curtains to your room. It's also a way to see if there's ghosts in your house or not.
Really? I don't know that.
Yeah, because if it's moving without you moving it, then it means there's a ghost in your house.
Or the wind is blowing.
No, we don't really have an outside door, except for the front and side door.
Oh, for you, in your house, you mean?
Yeah,
So is your house haunted?
I guess so.
You know, it could be that the wind gets blown with a crack in the window or
Oh yeah, because we have a skylight.
See? So you don't have a ghost, you have a skylight. Okay, let's do this.
But
We had a friendly ghost with
but
you.
it wasn't windy when it happened.
Well, maybe you have a friendly ghost. Play quintetudes for my ghost. Okay, so now what's our goal with this one? Do you remember? We're practicing our fancy trick for intonation. We're listening for ringing notes. Do it on the A string first. There's more notes on the A string than ring than that ring note.
No, D.
We'll do D later. Let's start on the A string. So what's the name of that third finger there? That's it. Yeah. Did you hear any ringing happening there? What's the matching string there?
E.
Did you hear the E? Did you hear the E string ringing?
Yeah.
Okay, then what about the third finger? What's the name of the third finger?
D.
Did you hear the third finger? The D ringing?
Yeah.
Okay. So now try it again. If you want, you can just do two slurred or even no slurred.
I think I'll just do 2.
Okay. Okay, D string. Now which string should ring on that?
A.
A and what other notes do we have there?
E.
What's that?
E.
Yeah, good. Some people miss that one. You caught that because it was the first finger. And one other one.
G.
So all all three of the notes that are used on this line, on the D string, are gonna ring. So that's like the most exciting of all of them. Can you do that there? Pretty good. All right, now go to the E string. What note's gonna ring there?
A and
Only the A. Sad. It makes the E string harder to play in tune.
wait, it's like one note rings, two notes ring, and then three notes ring, then like this one,
Figure out which one's ring.
this one is three, this one is two.
Yep.
It has, oh, it only has one like the first.
Yep. Do the E string. Okay. Will you practice those, thinking about them, getting them ringing notes to ring? And what happens if they don't ring?
Wait, there's actually two notes that ring on the G string,
What are the names of those two notes?
A and D.
Good for you. Okay.
Were you bleeding?
Am I bleeding?
Are you on?
This one?
No, no.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Nope. That's called a cherryoma.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a little collection of like little blood vessels. It comes, you can see them, instead of them being deep in the skin, they come to the surface. Never seen that, huh?
Really?
Now you
And
have.
it doesn't go away, right?
No.
Doesn't
I
have to
think
be
more.
really red though, it can be sort of darker, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because I
Mine
have
is
one of
raised.
those too, and I kept thinking, well, what is it? Yeah.
Yep, it's a cherryoma. It's the same thing as like a birthmark, but a birthmark's bigger. Like I have a niece, a huge one.
But did you have it since you were little?
Lots of them. I'm getting more as I get older. But,
Oh.
but yeah, I was.
Because mine is the last 10 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have a bazillion of them on me.
Really?
Okay. You ready for some other stuff?
Yeah.
Let's do that from. Alright, that third. I'm just being picky because we just played quintatus. That third. Yes. Do you hear it? Okay. Oh, you're listening. This is excellent. Do that again. Nice. bow to the pizzicato pretty easily. Did you practice that a lot?
No.
Would you say no or you?
No.
No? Did you practice it a little?
Yeah.
Okay.
Today I did with the Amazing Slowdowner at like 100% full speed, like the regular speed of it, because when we played it with Lena Marisha,
Uh-huh.
it was sort of slower. And I got like, nah, that was on chorus.
Yeah, that was
We were doing it slow down, and so I was thinking I'd play on the Amazing Slowdowner,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually ended up playing Kabat for Young on the Amazing Slowdowner.
That's fun. Was it fun to play with the recording?
Not really, because it was like way faster than I usually do.
Oh, because you didn't really slow it down. You should try slowing it down. The recording is a little crazy, don't you think? Like how fast it goes.
Yeah.
It's for crazy people. No, it's really for how fast you will play it maybe when you're in the next book. Like how fast do you play Go Out For Me Young when you're in book 3? And that's what the recording is that speed. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
That was one of their ideas. But I think that would be just a fun way to play this piece. I kind of want to put it in the review box, but and maybe revisit it when you get the bigger violin. And we're going to pick some review pieces to practice as we get a bigger instrument. But it was pretty interesting how many threes are in the piece and how many of them you got to ring. There's a ton, aren't there? Yeah, and fours too, but more threes than fours. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And all the D's, it was fun.
And G's.
Yeah, yes, and G's. There's more D's than G's, but yes, a lot of G's as well. Okay, so why don't we temporarily put it in the review box, and then when you get your bigger violin, we're going to pull it back out so we can use it to practice our ringing threes and fours and the new size instrument.
Okay.
Sound good? And dynamics will be easier on the bigger violin. It's one of the benefits of a bigger violin. But in the meantime, why don't you play the Gavotte for Mignon on with your slow downer, okay? But actually slow it down to a comfortable tempo. Slow downer.
I was just looking at the pots every time we took a pot.
Do you think that I should take the pots down? Do you think they're going to be distracting for everybody?
Yeah.
You think you can handle it?
Yeah.
Did you ever play the silly parent game?
No.
In group class, where a parent gets in front and they're silly and the kids have to ignore the parent?
Oh yeah.
So you can kind of play the silly pot game where you have to ignore the pots.
I think it's just all the different moods of music,
That's right. I like that.
right? I mean, they're just all the different, you should put ice cream up there too, chocolate sundaes, right?
I'll have to have my cousin do some pots like that.
He
Ice
does
cream.
He does potting.
She does, yeah. She makes pots.
It's beautiful.
She started she was always a potter, but she started making pots from her son's dreams. Her sons would have dreams and then they'd wake up and they'd draw pictures and then she'd make pots of them. Pretty fun, huh? Alright, Martini forgot to practice. Just kidding. He never forgot to practice. Okay, can I hear your Martini? that one's a D sharp too. Here, I'll play with you. Then I have some fun. Ready? So there are two of them. So that's what's confusing. Is that there's one that goes F sharp D, which is the one you keep trying to play, and that's on page 2. D sharp B. That's the one we're trying to get to now. Why don't you pull out your book so sometimes it's easier if we see it. Have you practiced this in sections, thinking about the names of the section?
A little bit.
What's that? A little bit?
Yes.
Okay, so let's maybe do a little bit more this week. Maybe you could, it would be nice if next lesson I could say, play the C section, and you would just be, okay, and then you do it. It's in there somewhere. I see a lot of Suzuki books there.
About from the yarn. Alright, sausage.
So this, in fact, is the C section right here. Okay, and then this is the E section. And can I tell you how I remember whether it goes D sharp B or F sharp D? Which comes first in the alphabet, D sharp or F sharp?
D.
Yeah, so that's how I remember. First is D sharp B. Should we try it together? Ready? And what do you think? Did it work?
Yeah.
Cool. Good. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Fun, and some of them are loud. Some of the A sections are louder than others. But you're doing a nice job with the collé, and then let your crash land a little bit more.
Like Hunter's chorus, like.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So one of the reasons we lift our bow is so the note that we lift on has a little bit more ring, but also so that then when we land, we have a little bit more strength. those are the details I want you to work on. And then dynamics. Most of the dynamics, let me make sure that all of the dynamics are marked in. So like your quiet beat, bigger, ends of every phrase is a dominion window. I think they're all marked. Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all of them. I don't think.
You don't think so? So far, so far. This one's marked. Okie dokie. Okay? So just memorize those dynamics. How about we play a B flat major scale?
I always forget.
You already forgot.
B flat.
B flat major, yep.
And then
So what's in the B flat major scale?
B flat and then E.
All right, let's hear it. Good, good hunt. Good, what's the minor scale that's related to it?
G minor.
Mm-hmm.
Same B flat and E flat.
Correct. Good, now guess what?
I can do a 3 octave G minor scale, maybe.
I'd rather do the piece that uses the notes. Let's go get your book 3 again.
Book 3
Mm-hmm. And open up to the minuet.
and rec 3.
The one that starts out like minuet 3 and then it has a
Minor.
new section.
Minor section.
And that's what we're gonna do right now.
1, 2, 3.
So right over here. So there's a couple of tricks I want to make sure we do.
What does this mean?
Oh, that is called a mordent or a turn, where you play one. Oh, that's interesting. They're doing a down turn. It's where you decorate it with a note, 1 or 2 notes, and either you go like here. It's a it's a squiggle without the line through, and you go to the note above it. And here there's a squiggle with a line through, and you go to the
So
note below it.
A, B, A,
Yeah, A B flat A.
A, B flat.
But I like to learn it first without those, and then we'll talk about those later.
Okay.
Alright, you ready? We're just going to do it all in first position.
Where is their third position?
Well, it's marked to do third position, but we're not going to do that right now. Okay, so actually at the beginning, watch this. So these 2 notes are going to be slurred, so we have to cover both strings at the same time. So this is, so the bracket for that is this. Yeah, ready? Down bow, and we'll do it together. Now cover both strings. Now cover both strings, same, just like. Now cover both strings here. Good. So if you cover both strings, then we don't hear the finger move over. All right, let's go on. Now cover both strings. Go ahead. You want to try it?
What is that?
I'm going to show you that as soon as we go. So this, we're not going to rock, watch my hand. We're going to walk. You see it? The 4 goes over, and the 3 jumps. Okay, so now this I will show you. Alright, so here first we cover both strings. Then we have F sharp, and that's pretty easy, right? But the weird note is that this note, what's the name of this note? You don't know the name of this note?
First finger.
I meant the name of the note, A, B, C, D, F, G.
C.
When you do I Can Read Music, I want you to say the names of the notes too,
Wait.
before we play it.
You put second position.
I'll tell you that in a second, but I want to make sure that you heard what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
couldn't
could-
take yours and then no.
Right, because we want to be able to do that fast. Okay, so watch my hand for a second. I'm going to cover both strings. This is an F sharp. And the 1 is just going to scooch way up, because the 2 is busy. And we can't shift because the 2 is busy. And then we go to 3, and then jump the 1 back here. Okay, can we try it? I'll talk you through it. First 2 notes, 3 covers both strings. So put the 3 on. Now F sharp. Now push the 1 way up next to the 2. That's it. Now 3 next. Now reach the 1 way back. Hey, you got that. Do that again. Do that again, please. That's a special spot for sure. It's so wacky. Yeah, one more time for good luck. Rest. Good. Does that make sense to you? Are you following that? Okay. All right. Now let's finish up. Watch out for. You did a nice job copying. You got the gooseberry at the end. Good.
Banana too.
What is that, strawberry ice cream cone?
Yeah, that would work. So right here, also cover both strings. So, with my hand, see when I land it. I'm covering both. Don't fall asleep until after your lesson. Okay, put your fill up. Gooseberry. So well, the rhythm is 1 and a. Yeah. Oh, which one's the long? Of those 3 notes, which one's the long one? Think about it before you play it. You played like triplets, I call. That's it. Oh, no, that was wrong. Da-da. Yeah, so that would be a good spot too. Lots of people like to play butterscotch or strawberry. So, gooseberry, apple pie, or, 1 and a 3. Sorry, 1 and a 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So you kind of, interesting. The recording probably has the turns in it. But that's okay. Just do it without and get that rhythm. And then we can do things like turns and stuff. Okay? Alright. For the reading concerto, can you do some active listening? And we'll just do the first for the movement for the
to it at our house and then on the way here.
Great. Okay, so for this week, since we're already learning some new stuff, why don't you really, really learn that minuet, really master the Gavotte, and then do active listening where you read along while you listen. Okay? And then we'll play it next week together. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you talk to Rem at all about what projected time frame?
No, because we haven't started back up yet.
Okay.
But I'll talk to him.
Right.
When do you think would be ideal?
She'll pick it up pretty quickly probably, so it doesn't really matter. Pretty flexible.
So I practiced just the first part, the da-da-da-da-da, before the A sharp.
No, you don't play it at all, you just do active listening. Okay. Next week we'll play.
And what's the timing for the violin? You don't know yet for Lena?
Hopefully next week. Sammy picked hers.
Oh,
Lena
hopefully
picked-
next week.
Right, I have to get them to bring in the right. Well, no, because then Lena has to pick and whether or not she just dives
So
in and just.
imminently, like in a few weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, can we take that? Thank you.
Put it on the key.
And I guess we will be here next week, right? So I think so.
Yes. Yeah. And you're gonna we're gonna do the chamber music at 2:30 if you can come, or 2:45 or whatever it is, 2:30. And
2:45?
to look at whether it's 2:30,
I
whatever.
thought we were doing it at the 7.
7?
At 4:30.
No. So, we never scheduled next week. It was never scheduled, but I have a student from 4 till 5. So it opened up before your lesson. So rather than change my student, and Lena doesn't have, she has a half day of school, so she can come earlier. So
You mean
rather-
next week?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, Ella doesn't start school for a couple weeks. So.
Yeah. Lena starts next week, but just half days. So she can come earlier,
Okay.
or at least Monday's a half day.
All right.
And so we're gonna
So just next week, come at 2:45.
yes.
Is that when you just tell me when you want me to come?
I don't have it memorized, it's in the email that I sent to you guys.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So I just have to,
But we come back today at 5.